And we're getting you the latest as far as the brutal killing of a Jammu and Kashmir police constable is concerned. It's been confirmed that Hizbul Mujahideen is behind this particular act, but also telling you the latest now of how stone pelters have targeted police officials. We understand that the SSP was making his way to visit the constable Javed Ahmed Dar's family when pelters targeted these police officials and their vehicles. Pelters once again backing terrorists, targeting police officials who were en route to the Martyr corpse house to meet with the family members and express their condolences. Also keep in mind, it's come to light now that the Hizbul Mujahideen was behind the killing of this J&K police constable. We understand that he was targeted particularly because of taking part in several counter-terror operations, and thereby several connections being drawn to really what happened just weeks ago to rifleman Aurangzeb as well, who was similarly abducted and killed by terrorists. Zenith is joining us live from Srinagar with the latest updates on the story. Zenith, even as we give details of how pelters have been targeting police officials who were en route to the Martyr's house to meet and express their condolences with the family, we're also getting in details of how the Hizbul Mujahideen is behind this particular abduction and killing, and how this constable, once again, much like rifleman Aurangzeb, was targeted particularly because he took part in several counter-terror operations.
Yes, pelting was reported from one of the nearest places in Shopian when the police party tried to visit the slain cop's house to pay their condolences. But at the same time, we have been seeing the trend coming in North and the South Kashmir, particularly where the militants usually target the young boys of the Jammu and Kashmir police or the army, and later such their bodies are being brutally killed. And this is what has happened in Javed Ahmed Dar's case as well. The reports are really suggesting that the Hizbul Mujahideen is behind the killing. So far, the police is yet to come up with the press release and the other details, but yes, the FIR has been registered and the investigations have taken up in the case. In this case, particularly Hizbul Mujahideen is coming, the outfit is coming in this case that they have targeted him, they abducted him yesterday when he was at one of the local medical shops, and later the body in the morning was recovered from the Parivan area of Kulgam. Earlier, if you remember the case of the Aurangzeb, there the JEM, Jaish-e-Mohammed, was involved, who not only abducted him but also issued later released one of the videos showing how they tortured him before he was killed. So he was abducted from a Kalampura, and later his body was found from the Gusu. So far, the top cops of the J&K police are really silent because this is the first killing that is coming in the governor rule.
Yes, Zenith, stay with us. I also want to go across to our associate editor Aditya Rajgol for the latest on this. And Aditya, another brutal killing coming to light, the first while under governor's rule in Jammu and Kashmir. But this is just as cowardly, just as dastardly as what happened with rifleman Aurangzeb, because this police constable, Javed Ahmed Dar, was also a very, very brave police official who taken part in several counter-terror operations.
Yes, Akshata, this is a cowardly act yet again against the common Kashmiris. Let's remember that the Kashmiri hero, and he took part in several counter-terror operations as well. In fact, I've been speaking to some top cops who say, just like Aurangzeb was a buddy of Major Shukla and, was abducted because he took part in several counter-terror operations and always considered himself Indian first. Similarly is the case of Javed Ahmed Dar, yet another hero of India who was attached to Shailendra Mishra, the ex-SSP of Shopian, for last 7 postings. So you can see the kind of bond that Shailendra Mishra and Javed Ahmed Dar really enjoyed. I've been speaking to some
Aditya, just a quick update for our viewers. These visuals we're putting out on our screens of Kashmiris coming together to mourn the loss of this brave constable. Even as family members are there mourning his loss, you've got so many Kashmiris coming together to send across a message of solidarity. And time and again, we've seen this. Even after the brutal killing of rifleman Aurangzeb, so many Kashmiris came together to stand by the family at this terrible time, at this difficult time, and that really sends across a fitting message to these terrorists who try to target Kashmiris, who try to attack innocent Kashmiris and of course our forces when they're off duty. Aditya, go ahead.
Well, yes, this is an important symbolic gesture where hundreds and thousands of Kashmiris come together for the funeral and the last rites of Javed Ahmed Dar. Now, I spoke to some top cops who were on their way to this particular village where the last rites will now happen. Their convoy was attacked just a few minutes ago by stone pelters. This indicates how the Hizbul Mujahideen really operates in the area, along with their overground workers as well. I was speaking about Javed Ahmad Dar and the common link that he had with Aurangzeb, two bravehearts of Kashmir that would be remembered always. Killing of Aurangzeb or Shujat Bukhari led to the governor's rule finally, and now yet again a barbaric killing has taken place. I've been speaking to some associates of Javed Ahmad Dar as well, who say that he was a diehard fan of the Mumbai Indians team. And, he had his pictures clicked with the flag of the Mumbai Indians, and he took part in several counter-terror operations. Top sources in the J&K police also tell Republic TV now that Javed Ahmad Dar's intelligence and, skills were crucial in the killing of the dreaded Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist Wasim Mullah in April 2016. It's important to mention that Wasim Mullah was a very close associate of Burhan Wani. So, again, 2 days before the second death anniversary of Burhan Wani, we have the Hizbul Mujahideen again killing somebody who was involved in the counter-terror operations. But that said, Javed Ahmad Dar is a hero, would be remembered as a hero, and that's how J&K police, the J&K government would remember him. I do hope that the J&K governor and the DGP would be visiting perhaps the family members to pay condolences. But right now, a show of solidarity by common Kashmiris who in hundreds have come together to pay their condolences and in solidarity with the family of the braveheart Javed Ahmad Dar. Yet another case where a common Kashmiri has been targeted by Pakistan-sponsored terrorists who will certainly not prevail, and certainly there's a lot of anger also amongst the J&K police who will be trying to avenge this death as soon as possible.
And it's such an insufferable loss really for these family members. Look at those visuals. This is what terrorists have done to this family, to the nation really, by abducting and killing this brave constable Javed Ahmad Dar. You got the family there trying to come to terms with what's happened, and so many Kashmiris really coming together to stand in solidarity with the family, to salute the sacrifice, to salute this constable Javed Ahmad Dar, who's been part of so many brave operations to kill these terrorists in the valley, to ensure that Kashmiris can live a normal life as well. And Zeenat, I want to come across to you as well, even as we continue to beam these very, very emotional pictures from Shopia, where Martyr's family continues to grieve. You're seeing so many villagers really coming together to stand with the family during this time of grief, even as the nation salutes Javed Ahmad Dar. He's of course contributed so much to the nation. He's been part of so many counter-terror operations, and that's exactly why the terrorists targeted him. But the fitting message that's really going across from Kashmiris is from these visuals. The fact that they've come together, they've rallied together to be with this family at this time.
Absolutely, such visuals are coming from the Chopin itself. If you remember, Akshita, there have been such visuals in recent past also. If you remember the case of the court complex Pulwama, where the two policemen of the Jammu and Kashmir police who lost their lives when the militant targeted and also decamped with their weapons. Later, when the bodies were taken to their home in Kulgam, Kupwara, as well as the Rafiabad, people in thousands came in number to pay their respect, to the condolences to the family. Though despite there have been number of incidents, number of press releases that were issued by the militant outfits asking the policemen, that particular Jammu and Kashmir police, that they should leave their job, they should join the Hizbul Mujahideen to help them in their freedom struggle. Despite that, we have been seeing the society as a whole are coming together when such things do take place in the society. So again, such emotional visuals are coming from the Shopian district, where the family is in mourning. Definitely it is a shock for everybody, but at the same time, whenever a cop is abducted, though, it sends not only the shivers to the family that whether he will return, they will leave him, or they will receive the body in the coffin. So since yesterday he was abducted around 9:30 from one of his local shops. Since then the family were in.
Yes, let's play out these visuals, Zina, that's come from Shopia. The Martyr's family, of course, in grief, but look around, thousands of Kashmiris, hundreds of them coming together to show their solidarity, to pay their respects to this hero of the valley. So we just played out those visuals where Kashmiris have come together to carry the mortal remains of this hero constable Javed Ahmed Dar, who was abducted from right outside his residence and killed brutally by terrorists. These terrorists who continue to bleed Kashmir are also given a fitting reminder that Kashmiris will not bow down to this kind of cowardly acts or to these kind of acts of terror. And that's why, even as this horrific killing has come to light, so many of them coming together to pay their respects, to show their solidarity with their family as they grieve the sudden loss of this constable, of this cop, Javed Ahmed Dar. Let's continue to get in all the latest updates on this as well. Zeenat, give us a sense of the kind of operations that this police constable was a part of, because much like what happened with rifleman Aurangzeb, this particular police official, Javed Ahmed Dar, has clearly been targeted because he was part of several insurgency ops, of several counter-terrorism ops.
See, when we talk about the anti-militancy operations in Kashmir and particularly in Shopian district, we have been seeing the Shopian Kulgam, which almost share the border districts, which are almost the border districts of each other. They do share the border line. So you have seen such cops in the anti-military operation more, because this cop was not only associated with attached with the Shailendra Mishra, but also the previous SSP also. So he was taking part in the anti-militancy operations, because the Shopian and the Kulgam, we have been seeing more fast on the anti-militancy operation. Number of militants were killed in these districts, and also that way the radicalization is being spread in these districts. So definitely he was keeping an eye on all those things, and also was a close associate of the SP of the concerned district. But yes, this is a killing that is coming at a time when the Kashmir is looking for peace, and the Governor Vohra's mission is to have peace on ground and to clean the militancy on ground. But now the cop abduction, and later the cops are being killed once again. The cycle is coming back, which has stopped for some time since the Governor Vohra took over the reins of the state. But this is definitely a message coming from the terrorists, the militants, that they are openly doing what they want, and definitely now needs to be seen how long it will take the Jammu and Kashmir police to take their revenge of their thought.
So Hizbul Mujahideen is behind this cowardly act. And Zeena, thanks for joining us with those updates. Thanks to Aditya as well. Those pictures will continue to beam, speaking 1,000 words of how Kashmiris have shunned terror, are sending across a loud message that they will salute this hero constable. We'll continue tracking the latest on the story. Let's move on, get you a quick roundup of all